Hey guys, it's Graham over at therecordingrevolution.com. Hope you're having an awesome day. Today is week 4 of the One Song, 1 Month Challenge. And so far we've written a little bit of a song, laid down a riff, worked on some drum loops, used virtual instruments to fill out the arrangement just a little bit. And then this week we're going to do some edits, okay? So hopefully maybe you're laying down some vocals, you're starting to get some other parts laid down. I'm going to show you vocal comping, cleaning up some tracks, and just getting everything ready for mixing. All right, so let's jump into Pro Tools. We'll take a look. What I want to show you first is what's called playlists in Pro Tools. And playlists are very, very powerful and very, very helpful. So what a playlist is basically a virtual track. So let's take my lead vocals, for example. It's called Lead Vox. I've recorded some stuff here. And what I want to do usually when I record a lead vocal for me or for anyone else is let them do a few different passes of the recording. So, instead of recording and punching in every line that the person messes up or I mess up to get that perfect vocal, sometimes I find it's easier for certain singers to feel comfortable if I just press record and let them go all the way through the song, and then when I'm done, we'll do another take of it. And the best way to get another take is on another playlist. So instead of opening up a new track, like say Vox 2, you can keep it on the lead vocal track, but it's just going to be hidden beneath it, okay? It's a very powerful concept once you get it, and it's very simple too. So I've recorded a pass here of verse 1 already. Now, I've already created a few other passes, and to see them, you kind of go over here to the drop down next to the name. It says lead vocal playlist selector, and you click it. And I've already created some other playlists. See how the waveform changed? This is a different take, and if you click here, this is a different take as well. Changes a little bit as well. Now, how do you create a new playlist? Well, if you have a brand new track that has no playlists, let's say on Vox 2, you simply click on that little arrow and you choose new. And it's going to ask you for a name for the new playlist. The name of my track here is Vox 2, and so it's saying, okay, well then your first playlist will be Vox 2.01. And that's the way Pro Tools defaults it. If you don't like that, you can rename it whatever you want, like Vox 2 Take 2 or whatever, and click OK. And you see how the track name changed? But that's really just another track underneath Vox 2. That's all it is. And you can name it whatever you like, and you can record a ton of these. And they stay stacked underneath your track, so you can sort of pick your favorite take later. Okay? Now, what's really cool is that you can not only just take multiple takes and pick one later, like here I've got 3 takes, but you can create a composite or a comp, meaning take the best of each take and put it together into one super awesome take, okay? And that's a very standard practice in popular recording today for lead vocals, lead guitar. I even do it on drums. I'll do it with multi-track drums. I'll let the drummer record a few takes all the way through the song and then pick the best fills, the best choruses, and sort of punch them together. So what I want to do is just look at all my playlists in playlist view, okay? So if you come over here to where it says waveform, that's the default view, and you have all these different views. I want to look at all the playlists. So what that does is spin down my different playlists, okay? So what I'm going to do is create new playlist, and I'm going to call it Lead Vox plus plus. All right, just to make this nice and easy for us. So that's my blank composite track, and then here are my 3 takes. So if you want to listen to one take over another, you just choose solo over here. And this isn't really soloing the lead vox, meaning everything else in your mix is going to be muted. It just solos this 3rd take versus these other 2, so they don't all play at the same time. So let's take a listen. I was a young man full of anxiety, your mother pleading, take this pain from me. So I like that line up until pain from me, because I think I sang it differently in another take. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to basically in slip mode, drag over the part I liked and back. And that's the selection I like, so I'm going to click this arrow to promote it to the main playlist. You see what it did? It just made a copy and threw it up there. So now I think I want Pain From Me. I think I liked it on this other take better. So let's click solo here. This pain from me. Yeah, so I was saying it differently. Pain From Me went down, so I'm going to just drag that, maybe a little bit more, and promote that. So with none of these soloed, it will play your main track up here. So let's take a listen. Take this pain from me. So I just need to do a little editing fudge here. So what I'm going to do is just zoom in and just drag that back a little bit. And I think that's the P, that little blip. So I need to drag. This pain from me. There we go. I think the rest of this line was good. So I'll promote that. So let's keep listening. I think the third take was my better take. The room was filled with cries of brand new life. Our eyes are filled with tears, so satisfied that you were by our side. So yeah, I like this take for the most part. We'll promote it up here. Now, I think I sung that last by our side line a little different here. Then you were by our side. I like how I slid into that first line, that you were. So let's just capture that bit. Zoom in there, grab that. Let's see if we can promote that. On solo. Then you were by. So I'll just drag over there because I started that. And then I think by wasn't even that good. So I'll take more of that. Again, I'm just dragging back what I like of each take. And let's take a listen. Yeah, so basically what I've done is taken a little bit of take 1, take 2, and take 3 into this sort of mega take. So when you've got a comp that you like, all you need to do is just clean it up. And what I like to do after comps or after any edit like this, when I've got multiple regions split up, is I like to add crossfades in an instant to make sure there's no clicks or pops, because I've been sliding different regions up against each other. And then I like to consolidate and clean it into one new region. It makes Pro Tools run faster, it looks cleaner, and it gets you ready for mixing. So all you do is you select, if this were the whole song, that's all the cut up pieces. When they're selected, you just hit Command or Control F, and that brings up the batch fades dialog box. And you can change the way they fade. This is a standard, one fades out, one fades in. I rarely change the way it is. So then I click OK. And what that does is write little teeny fades in between every single piece. Then once you've got those faded, I just like to select them all again. Now I know there's going to be no pops or clicks. And what you like to do is it's view, edit. It's an edit motion, so it's consolidate region. So edit, consolidate, or shift option 3. And it just writes that all into one new region in Pro Tools. And that's what you want to do this week, is get your tracks cleaned up and ready for mixing. And that's what we'll look at next week, okay? So again, thanks for tuning in. This is Graham at the recordingrevolution.com. Check it out if you're on YouTube. Go to the site, leave me a comment. If you have any ideas or the ways you like to edit your tracks, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you're working frantically on your song. Look forward to hearing them maybe at the end of this month. We're almost done. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you soon.